As their guys get set to match up between the Washington Redskins and the Dallas Cowboys. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Second down following the run. They go to Elliott again. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. On second down, Elliott. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And he's got his man, Donnell. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They'll give to Elliott. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing, Prescott. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jonathan Allen in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. first down. Preston. And incomplete to open things up.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now the first carry for Brian Hill. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. The play fake. Preston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Coming in carrying the losing streak, not the start that they were looking for. 3 and out on the opening drive.
So now everyone's looking at each other. And what I mean by that is, who's going to make the right play? Who's going to get us out of the doldrums? Who's going to get us out of this funk that they're in right now? They've got to find someone who will make a play, create a play, and get their confidence moving in the right direction.
Yeah, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football, but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
The give is to Elliott. And an alley to run. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On second down, Hill. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a third down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They'll need to convert a 3rd and 7, though, to start things out. From the gun, Preston. And that is incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And out now come the Cowboys. They'll start the drive with Elliott. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out now come the Redskins. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no 1st down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
They begin the drive with Hill. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Again, it's Hill. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. From the gun on third down. Preston. It's brought in by Jackson. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. First down, Hill. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Play action. Preston. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running. Third down. Operating from the gun, Preston. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. Play fake here on first down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Throwing on first down. Preston. That's out to Hill. Right side complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll make it second down. From the gun, Preston. He's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Two minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. Third and long. Operating from the gun, Preston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down at the 28. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. On fourth down, Kyle Shanahan will send out the field goal unit. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they will indeed get on the board here, but still trailing. It's now 13-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And this is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. This is Elliott. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. To throw is Prescott. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Prescott. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact. Able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They're going to go with Dotson on the wide receiver run. And some room to work. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
second down. Hill. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here come the Redskins now. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11. From the gun, Preston. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
And he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Fresh set of downs here. Here's Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. Elliott a first down and more. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Now Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 3 here in this game, and 17 now on the year. And the Cowboys will extend their lead. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back at the 46.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Looking to throw on second down. Preston, a dump off now to Hill. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Preston. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Gano's kick is right through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The Cowboys on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On the counter, Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Cowboys on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important too, and they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Redskins with the football, but trailing here as we get down to the good stuff. Quarter number 4. On 1st and 10, Preston. And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
And we just saw another example. These cornerbacks have played tight coverage all game long. Might start wanting to think about a few double, triple move routes to try and shake their guys free.
You're right, they have had no room to breathe. Back to the air on 2nd down. Preston. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And he's got a new one. And, he'll be shoved to the turf that time. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Looking to throw. Preston. He will find Davis on the left side, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Underneath here to Hill. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Preston. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at 3rd and goal. They got to have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. It's their quarterback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are able to make this a close game again. And he's able to put it through. Gano out to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
And able to break 1 tackle but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards is the pick up there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll run with Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Prescott from the gun. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Sua Cravens with a pick. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note...
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. Well, I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with 3rd and just a couple. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Cowboys on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a gain of 4, and that should just about seal the deal.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Now Elliott. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well, and that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Now it's Crowder. 31 yards on the punt there. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Out comes the Redskin offense now as they get set to begin another possession. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short of the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their bases. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. David Irving in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And they're really trying to build something. Beginning of the year, they said they thought 8 wins was a number to reach to call this season a success, and this win means they got there.
I like where you went with that, building something. Not every team is going to be equipped to win 10, 12, 14 games in a season. Know your team, know your personnel. Now that they've